That's just crazy.
I was about to say, are you getting used to it now? Like every time, it seems like every time you fight, there's now more and more media, and you kind of go higher and higher on these cards these days.
I love that, man. It's a blessing, you know. It's like, you know, when they say count your blessings. So I'm grateful for that, and I can't wait to keep that going. You know what I mean? That means you're doing something good. I remember it always popped up. I think it was Khabib. I always watch Khabib when he used to train at the AKA. And he's like, brother, you don't like media? Lose. You like media? You better go win. So that was kind of the thing.
And with that, you know, you get these big names like Josh Emmett, who's, you know, fought for interim titles. He's essentially only lost to the best of the best at this point in his career. So I guess when his name came across your desk, were you surprised that that was the name that they offered you? Or, you know, I guess what went through your mind?
So the crazy part is, after my fight with Cater, I literally went to Morocco for a month and then came back, and I was kind of scoping around to see who we're gonna fight, and we got my boy in the rankings as well, Unama. So I was like, all right, well, we'll see who's gonna fight, and we were kind of playing around. We're like, okay, if you don't get this guy, I'm gonna get this guy. You're gonna get this guy, I'm gonna get this guy. And the whole division was like messed up, you know what I mean, because of all the things that happened with Ilya moving up and all that. So, and I was like, okay, who's the only guy that was open? I know everybody else was injured and everybody else had a fight, and the only guy that was open was Josh Emmett. So I called Josh Emmett out, and then hopefully I get a matchup because I wanted to fight. And apparently he did an interview, I think with MMA Junkie. He said he didn't want me, he wanted a bigger name. But so I feel like I've just been disrespected the last few months, and even though like all these guys, and especially the champ, I feel like the champ did an interview saying, there's a lot of potential guys. There's Aljamain, Diego, Mozart, and all those guys never brought up my name. And I was like, all right, so it's time for me to put some respect on this name. So
I guess obviously the question I'm sure you've been asked a million times, like Lerone couldn't put him away, Ilya couldn't put him away. Those are the guys, you know, Ilya might be the best fighter in the world right now. Lerone might be next for the title. Putting Josh Emmett away, what gets you those fights, I guess, moving forward?
100%. So Volk does not have a fight. That's all I know so far. So for me going out there and doing a statement, yeah, I come in this week to change my life, and I really do believe I will do that. And I feel like he had his time. He made a lot of money. He did a lot of stuff like that, and I'm just getting started, man. So I really do believe this week is my week, and I can't wait to go out there and really showcase all the skills that I know I'm capable of.
There seems to be a logjam at the top of the division over who gets the next title shot. Like Aljamain's calling for it. Diego says maybe he gets it. Lerone and Volk seem to think he was going to get it. Is there a world where you think, like, win here, like you're in that conversation too, or do you think you're still another winner or two away?
Finishing Josh Emmett will 100% get me either the title shot or get me into the conversation of a title shot. No questions asked. So to go finish that guy, the last time that guy got finished was the guy fought for the belt. He fought for the interim belt. So for me to go out there and do that, and obviously, like you said, the pound for pound #1 guy couldn't do it. So for me, even though that was an easy matchup for Ilya Topuria, I think, but I mean, Josh Emmett, bro, he's well known. Like, he's more known than me. So it's like, I still don't think anybody knows my name yet. You know what I mean? So I really take this week to get that respect, and that's what I'm here for.
In terms of Josh Emmett as his opponent specifically, you know, he has that overhand. He's put a lot of people away. A lot of people say he's, you know, one of if not the strongest fighters in this division. So I guess, what do you think he brings to the table, and what do you make of his skill set as a whole?
He brings a lot of stuff. Like you said, that right hand, overhand, right hand, whatever you want to call it, it's the hardest one at 45. There's no way. There's no questions asked. Besides Jeremy Stevenson, he's the hardest hitter 45er, I think, beside McGregor and all those guys. But obviously Ilya is out of the conversation now. But it's definitely like, I have to respect that right hand. If you don't, you're an idiot. You know, you're about to go to sleep with it. So, but you also saw grappling for the first time since his UFC debut, his last fight. So there's a lot of things that you got to be careful for MMA. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. You know, I love puzzles, and this is a huge puzzle, and I can't wait to solve that puzzle.
And then just last one for me. I think looking at your record, your first run in the UFC, it was a lot of knockouts and some decisions, and then, you know, you fought your way back. Early in your career, you won the majority of your fights by submission, and now you're kind of back to that. You're submitting a lot of people. So is there any changes in camps that's like, I got to get back to what I was doing, or was it just, you know, the opponents are presenting submissions and you're just capitalizing on it?
I don't know. know, bro. A lot of people gave me shit for that third round last fight. So, you know, I'm excited to see all these fucking fans on Saturday night. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, all you did is fucking run. I was like, well, I guess we're running, but you can't fucking hit me. So fuck you, you know? And that's kind of the thing. But yeah, man, I'm excited to kind of showcase everything. I am excited to showcase everything on this fight. And who knows, maybe it's not even going to go to the ground, to be honest. Josh Emmett is really hard to take down, you know what I mean? So he really, like, the only thing, maybe potentially he gets hurt by a shot and then kind of like gets rocked a little bit or you reverse something. But it's MMA fight. I'm ready for everything he got, and you better be ready for everything I got because I bring a lot of tools to a fight. My man.
Youssef back here, straight up, 12
Hey.
o'clock. How you doing, man? Youssef, one of the things you've really embraced, I've noticed, is the social media side of things. You're always down to do content. You're always doing a lot of collaborations. I want to ask just how important is that part? Because obviously the platform of the UFC, getting to fight on big, ESPN and everything is huge. But you also kind of have to carry it a little bit if you want to grow your brand. How important is it to you to grow that social media side?
Oh, it's very important in this sport, but I feel like I'm bad at it, bro. I'm so bad at like social media. I feel like I'm not having like all these guys, you know, they got big partnerships and all this and that. I have no partnerships. I'm like I said, I'm like the humble guy of this MMA version, you know what I mean? It's like the Wish Walmart version, whatever you call it. But, you know, I was kind of like slowly come in. There's a sponsor there and that. But my main focus is being a world champion, and I will be a world champion. So I definitely got to get better at that, 100%.
I feel like people sleep on just your journey. Obviously, your first UFC run and just that skid toward the end of it. Come back, and now you're just absolutely one of the hottest contenders in the division right now. Can you just talk a little bit about that time when you were out of the UFC and just maybe that reassessment that you went through on a personal level in your training?
God, bro, that just gave me chills. Just you saying that, but yeah, man, it's rough. It really tested me as a man. That's the biggest thing to really see all your dreams is basically gone. You know what I mean? They're like, well, you suck. You're not good. You know, you thought you're good. You disappointed everybody that believed in you and stuff like that. So I really had to go in a dark moment to really go find my why and my reason why I started this and why I do this. And there's a lot of people behind my back that I really go out there and represent. So for me, I had to represent myself first, and it was deep moments, and I'm blessed and grateful to be alive and healthy and obviously do what I love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Youssef, how jealous are you that David got the main event before you?
Hey, I was excited, my boy. I was like, damn, but we live in the opposite ways now. I was like, you got what I wanted and all that stuff. But I'm excited for him, man. He's like I said, man. We both come in, we both growing, and we'll make sure we both ready. You know what I mean? It's the biggest opportunity of his career, and I get to be there and experience that with him. So I'm grateful for that, and I can't wait for him on November 1st, and I'll be there supporting him and be there helping him as well.
Along those same lines, I just guess how excited are you that like both of you guys are in the rankings at the same time or on the kind of the same spot, and you guys are kind of going up together?
Oh, bro, we always joke around. I was like, okay, you're going to get this, I'm going to get this guy. You're going to get this guy, I'm going to get this guy. If he said no to you, he's going to say yes to you or something. So it's kind of like always playing around that way because I know we both wanted to fight, climb up. And we kind of like Josh Emmett was in the conversation, and I got it, and obviously he got Steve Garcia. But I think that's a bigger fight. I think that's a way more exciting fight, to be honest. So I can't wait to go watch that and be one of those fans like, oh yeah, you know. So I can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks, bro.
Damn, bro, I knew you got to rub in that main event, huh? I see what it is, bro. Yeah, I'm on your ass next time, bro.
Youssef over here. What's up, my man? I know sometimes you go a couple years without seeing your mom in Morocco. How much motivation does it give you to, if you win, get that 50 G's, you can go visit her again?
You know what the crazy part is? My mom will be at the arena for the first time in her life, watch me fight live. So, yes, and when I win and when I get 50 G's, we'll go celebrate and take care of my mom and really have some fun and go get fat somewhere. So, yeah, that's for sure.
That's amazing. And speaking of Africa, the UFC has really wanted to go there. Everyone's calling for them to go there. How special would it be to represent Morocco and your brother David Onama represent Uganda on a UFC Africa card, wherever on the continent?
Oh, bro, that would be huge. So I know they fight in Africa. We both fighting on that card, 100%. There's no way. I mean, like, I feel like everybody wanted to fight on the White House card and all that. I was like, I'll just be a spectator, bro. I'm fine with that. I'll just go watch that. You know, I love America to death. But for me, I was like, yeah, Africa card, yeah, I'll be the first one to be out there. So, yeah.
Best of skill.
Thank you, my man.